So we're back in the back of the bathroom of the bus, and hopefully we're actually gonna see some good progress today. I wanna finish up our shower, put down our wood slats. If you saw our past video where we made our DIY shower pan, and then all of our walls are now going up too. I should also, next time, choose a better shirt color for these videos, because I feel like I'm just part of the wall right now. Let's get to it. So now we're just putting some final touches on before we put the panels on, like putting studs where our seams are gonna be. First panel is going on. I'm gonna try these little blue masonry screws. And that is the first panel. That's already getting me excited for the potential of what this is gonna look like. The next step is to now cut out our spigot holes to match up with that board. Look at that. Not bad. Day 2. We're back in here. It's nice and sunny out today. And our challenge is for the panel that goes here, we have to now cut out this window. First, I want to edge up the windows, put some sheets of MDF on our corners here to clean up those. You basically just score it with a mark and then it snaps right in half. Want to surf on the surfboard?
Sure, but I don't. You can't surf. There's no movement. I can't get into it.
So after all of my hard work last night, I decided I want to make my life even a little more difficult, and I want to put a shelf right here in the wall. I'm going to move some of the studs back here to be able to cut out a nice shelf right in here. And not only that, but to make it even more difficult, I want to add a nice arch. It's day 3 and we finished the cutout shelf. We used the backer board of MDF, and then we used 3 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood for the arch here. Our edges here are definitely a little rough, so I'm gonna go over it with 80 grit sandpaper and try to sand those down a bit. Yeah, that edge looks better. And now I'm gonna take a razor and trim off all these leftover pieces of mesh. We had to drive an hour to find this concrete today.
What's up, y'all? So we are here next morning after we did a little bit of a sample of concrete last night, put it on. We did add a little bit of tint, but it came out really pretty, like a white color. I'm gonna keep on sanding, and time for ply coat number 2. So here we go. Tune in for the next 3 hours. Nice, it's clean now.
Now we're gonna fill this gap here with some foam, and then we'll concrete right over it. And now we trim off the foam. The edge here is now all cleaned up, and now it's time to fix that. That's better, and now it's ready to be concreted.
I wanted to show you guys stained one. This is the raw one. I think I like the raw one better though, because once we poly pocket, shout out to those little girls out there that know what those are. Back to the magic. I think I like the light wood better.
It's time to sand these.
it goes, boys. There's little tabs I should have read. Stupid me. Might help if the little doohickey goes inside the other doohickey. Wow, this thing's gonna blast the socks off. Thanks. Ow. 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 Boys and girls, I'm gonna be out of here city split. I mean. Hey, how long have you been there? Ow, I just cut my leg open. Never die.
So while she's in there sanding, I'm gonna shellac some wood. We put 2 coats of shellac on it and let it dry overnight, stirring up polyurethane, and we're gonna put a bunch of coats of that on here, probably just as many as possible.
Doing some nice, I don't know what this stuff's called, but we are sealing it and getting it ready for the shower.
We cut the hole and now put in our shower drain. The rest of this build was pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy. We ended up putting a bunch of layers of concrete on there, having to sand it, fix them. Pretty boring to watch, so I saved you guys from watching that. And then we put a layer of waterproof seal on here. We put 1 layer on here. We're probably gonna do a couple more layers.
This is the clear coat that we use to waterproof the shower walls. Just brushed it on, put a really thick coat on there. We're ready for rub-a-dub-dubbing. We had sanded, waterproofed, and now it's time to pop them in the shower floor and see what it looks like. Follow me. So now is the final test. I'm gonna dump some water. That is not a lot of water. That probably doesn't give you guys a great representation, but
I'm going to connect all of these boards here with just a 1 support beam that runs across the middle. As far as the walls go, I don't really see this cracking at all. The only place I would think it would be maybe in the seams, but other than that, like, this isn't gonna crack. We did 1 coat of dry lock. The first coat actually held up a lot better than I thought it would. I thought it would just soak in immediately, but it actually does give a good layer. So we have to finish out that. We have our little shampoo bottle holder, the archway area here that we're gonna tile in the back. We have to finish out that, and then obviously install our shower head and everything.
well guys, that was the shower. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
That was the shower? That is the shower.
This is the shower. Blistered hands after sanding.
Oh
and
my goodness.
a terrible nose and fumes from the clear stuff. I'm feeling okay. 9 out of 10.
This isn't a doctor's report on how you're doing.
Thanks for watching.
This is the longest outro ever.
See you.